You wake up every day wanting things to be different. You scroll through motivational quotes, watch videos, maybe even buy books like this one. You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow. I just need more time. I'm waiting until I feel ready. But here's the hard truth. You won't fix your life by waiting. You won't change by hoping. And you definitely won't transform by pretending everything's fine when it's not. So what's the one thing you must do before any real change can begin? What if I told you it's not about goals, habits, or discipline, at least not yet? It starts with a moment, a quiet, sometimes painful moment, where you finally stop running from the truth. This is about facing reality head-on, about looking at your life, not how you wish it was, but how it really is, and making the decision to no longer settle. Because real transformation doesn't come from distraction or denial. It comes from clarity, from owning your story, from asking yourself the hard questions no one else will ask. And once you do that, once you face the truth, that's when rebuilding truly begins. So hit play, and let's start from the very first step. Because if you're serious about change, not someday, not maybe, but now, then this podcast was made for you. Let's begin. Hey everyone, welcome to Focus or Fade Pods by Nolan Cade. Today we're diving into something raw, something real, something most people avoid at all costs. Because if you want to rebuild your life one step at a time, you have to start right here, with the truth. Not the version of the truth you post on social media, not the one you tell your friends over drinks. No, there's a moment in life, sometimes quiet, sometimes explosive, when you can no longer ignore the truth about yourself. Maybe it hits you late at night when the world is still. Or maybe it crashes through your life like a tidal wave, shaking everything apart. That moment isn't always comfortable. In fact, it's often painful, but it's powerful, and it's necessary. Because you don't change your life by running from the truth. You change it when you look straight at it and say, this is where I am, and I don't want to stay here anymore. That's where it all begins, the moment of decision. Not blame, not guilt. Just clarity. We live in a culture that prefers comfort over truth. We're taught to avoid pain, cushion our feelings, find quick fixes for deep wounds. But real growth, real change, it doesn't come from distraction or denial. It comes from facing reality head-on, even when it hurts, even when it forces you to confront parts of yourself you'd rather forget. Pretending doesn't solve anything. Hiding behind excuses only delays the breakthrough. If you're at rock bottom, you need clarity more than comfort. Rock bottom isn't always loud. Let's be honest, rock bottom isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it's not a single fall, but a slow erosion. A steady decline masked by distractions, routines, and justifications. One day you wake up and realize you've been living on autopilot. The job you once loved feels like a prison sentence. The relationships that used to bring joy now feel hollow. The dreams you had for yourself seem impossibly far away. And yet, you keep going. You smile when you should scream. You nod when you should walk away. You tell yourself things are fine because the alternative that you've wasted years, that you've made mistakes, that you failed, is too heavy to carry. But here's the thing. You can't move forward if you won't look back. Facing the truth is not about punishing yourself for the past. It's about freeing yourself from its grip. It's about owning your choices, recognizing your patterns, taking responsibility, not just for what happened, but for what happens next. Take a deep breath. Let yourself see clearly. Ask yourself, what brought me to this place? Was it fear, complacency, poor decisions, bad luck? Or maybe it was something deeper, a belief system that told me I wasn't enough. Whatever it was, it's okay. You were doing the best you could with what you knew then. But now you know better. And knowing better means you have a choice. You can continue down the same path, hoping things will somehow improve without effort or intention. Or you can stop pretending and start changing. Owning your story takes courage. It requires honesty that cuts deeper than surface-level reflection. Ask yourself, what am I afraid to admit? Where have I compromised my truth? Who have I become, and who did I used to dream of being? What habits, relationships, or beliefs are holding me back? What part of this mess did I create, and what can I learn from it? These aren't easy questions. They're the kind that keep people awake at night, but they're also the kind that lead to freedom, because once you face the truth, you stop being controlled by it. The truth may sting, but it's not the enemy. Denial is. Because denial keeps you stuck in cycles of pain, confusion, and disappointment. It keeps you repeating the same mistakes, expecting different results. It keeps you trapped in a version of yourself that no longer serves you. But when you choose to get real with yourself, to look in the mirror and say, "This is where I am, and I don't want to stay here anymore," something shifts. Suddenly, you're not a victim of your circumstances. You're an architect of your future. You start asking new questions. What do I truly want? Who do I want to become? What steps can I take today to move closer to that vision? What do I need to let go of in order to grow? Getting real with yourself is not a one-time event. It's a daily practice. Some days, the truth will be uncomfortable. Other days, it will surprise you with how much peace it brings. Either way, it will always set you free. So take a step back, take a deep breath, look at your life with clear eyes. Ask yourself, where are you lying to yourself? Where have you stopped growing? What are you avoiding? And most importantly, what are you ready to change? Because once you face the truth, you stop being controlled by it. And that's how rebuilding starts. If today's episode struck a nerve, if you're tired of pretending, avoiding, and delaying the changes you know you need to make, then I invite you to pick up my book. One step at a time, rebuild your life with discipline, focus, and unshakable commitment. This book is not filled with fluff or vague advice. It's a practical, no-nonsense guide to taking control of your life, starting today. Inside, you'll discover how to build unstoppable habits that stick, why motivation is overrated and discipline is everything, how to protect your energy and focus in a distracted world, daily practices that help you level up no matter where you start. Whether you're just beginning your journey or you've tried everything and still feel stuck, this book will give you the tools to start again, one step at a time. You can find it in link in bio. So, what's your truth? What are you avoiding? Where are you lying to yourself? Sit with those questions, don't run from them, because if you want to build a better future, you must first clear the path, remove the noise, cut the clutter, face the truth, then finally begin. Thanks for listening. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, you don't fix your life by waiting. You fix it by facing the truth and starting again, one step at a time. Until next time, keep moving forward.